Have you ever stopped and wondered why the same type of problems keep repeating in your life? Different faces, different cities, different relationships, different opportunities. Yet somehow the outcome feels painfully familiar. Maybe it's another friendship that falls apart, another relationship where you feel ignored, another job where you feel unappreciated, another situation where you end up disappointed, drained, or questioning your worth. And after a while, you start believing something must be wrong with your luck. You think maybe life is unfair to you. Maybe you were never meant to have the things you truly want. But what if that's not the truth at all? What if the real reason these patterns keep showing up is because of something much deeper? Think about it carefully. Every experience in your life has changing pieces. The people change. The environment changes, the timing changes, but there is always one thing that remains the same. You, your mindset, your emotional patterns, your beliefs about yourself. The silent story you repeat in your head every single day. That inner story becomes the signal you send into the world, and life has a strange way of reflecting that signal right back to you. If deep down you believe you are easy to replace, you'll continue finding yourself in situations where people overlook you. If you secretly feel like your value has to be earned, you'll keep attracting environments where you constantly need to prove yourself. If you carry the belief that people always leave, then every relationship will feel temporary, unstable, or unsafe. Not because the universe is punishing you, not because you are cursed, but because your inner identity shapes the experiences you naturally move toward and accept. For years, I didn't understand this. I kept meeting the same type of person over and over again. Different names, different appearances, different personalities on the surface, but the same emotional outcome every single time. At first, I blamed everyone else. I thought all people were selfish. I thought loyalty didn't exist. I thought life just kept dealing me bad cards. But eventually, I had to face an uncomfortable truth. The common denominator in every situation was me. Not in a self-hating way, not in a way that says everything was my fault, but in a way that forced me to recognize that I was unconsciously participating in the cycle. I was carrying old wounds that I never healed. I was operating from fears I never questioned. And those fears were influencing my decisions, my boundaries, my reactions, and the energy I brought into every connection. Most people don't realize how much of their life is being controlled by beliefs they picked up years ago. Maybe it came from childhood, maybe from rejection, maybe from being ignored, criticized, abandoned, or compared to others. Those experiences create internal programs. And even if years pass, those programs continue running silently in the background. You may consciously want love, success, confidence, and peace. But if your subconscious mind still believes you are unworthy, life will continue placing you in situations that reinforce that belief. That's why changing external circumstances alone rarely works. A new relationship won't fix insecurity. A new job won't automatically create self-worth. A new city won't erase emotional patterns. Because wherever you go, your internal state follows you. People spend years trying to change the mirror without realizing they need to change the reflection first. The moment this finally clicked for me, everything started making sense. I stopped asking, why does this always happen to me? And I started asking better questions. What belief inside me is creating this pattern? What am I tolerating that I shouldn't be? What story about myself am I still holding on to? Why does this situation feel familiar? Those questions changed everything. Because awareness is the beginning of transformation. Once you recognize the pattern, you stop feeling powerless. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of random circumstances. You begin understanding that your inner world is influencing your outer reality far more than you realized. And the beautiful part is this. If your thoughts and beliefs can create painful patterns, they can also create empowering ones. When you begin believing you are worthy of respect, your standards change. When you believe you deserve healthy love, your choices change. When you stop chasing validation, your energy changes. And when your energy changes, the people and situations around you start changing too. You no longer accept what once felt normal. You stop entertaining relationships that drain you. You stop shrinking yourself to fit into places where you don't belong. You stop begging for recognition from people who never intended to value you, not because you became arrogant, but because you finally recognized your own worth. Life responds differently when you do. So the next time an old pattern appears again, don't immediately blame luck or fate. Pause for a moment and look inward. Ask yourself, what am I still believing about myself that this situation is reflecting back to me? That question can change your life. Because reality often acts like a mirror. It reflects not only your actions, but also your identity, expectations, fears, and beliefs. Change the message you repeat internally, and eventually your external experiences begin to align with it. The process takes time. Healing takes awareness. Growth takes consistency. But once you stop broadcasting fear, insecurity, and limitation, life slowly stops sending experiences that match those emotions. And that's when everything begins to shift.